and it's about helping people before and after leaving Islam. And the one we're working on now is in the group. It's the first one in the group, philosophy. Ready to learn more philosophy. What is an unfalsifiable theory, and what should we do with them? A falsifiable theory is a theory that has these three qualities, or two qualities. It presents itself as an empirical claim, meaning that it affects nature, but it does make empirical predictions, and that means that it's possible for empirical evidence to contradict the prediction. So these things agree with each other. They're consistent. An example would be Newton's theory of gravity, germ theory from biology, genetic evolution theory, also biology. An unfalsifiable theory is a theory that has these two features. Like the other one, it presents itself as an empirical claim, meaning that it claims to affect nature. But unlike the other one, it does not make empirical predictions. That means that it is impossible for empirical evidence to contradict the prediction. Examples are jinn, like demons, evil eye, miracles, prophecies, signs of end times, Santa Claus, Bigfoot, black cats cause bad luck, God, but not all versions of God, just the ones that claim to affect nature. And what are some other examples? Comment below. What should we do with these types of theories? For falsifiable theories, we should try to find empirical evidence to try to refute the theory. And if we find that contradictory evidence, we recognize that to mean the theory is refuted, so we reject it. And if we find that the evidence agrees with the theory, we treat the theory as the best theory we have until we find a better one. And I mean here, to be clear, that it agrees with all the evidence we have, not just one piece of evidence. For unfalsifiable theories, they're already refuted. It doesn't make sense for something to affect nature while simultaneously there's no possibility to check that it actually affects nature. That's a contradiction. So what do you think? For those of you that disagree, please explain why you disagree. If you don't understand what's the point of all this, please say so. I'll try to help. For those that have questions, please ask. And I want to give credit. This falsifiability concept was discovered by Karl Popper. And what he was trying to do was figure out the difference between science and pseudoscience. Healing Truths said, well then, simply put, Karl Popper stated the obvious, if only people weren't so deficient in mind and intellect. Yeah, I guess it is kind of obvious. But the person that finds it obvious is a scientific thinker. So this person who's saying this, Healing Truths, is a scientific thinker. Ohana is family. Unfalsifiable statements are just opinions dressed up as meaningful or even having gravity while just being an opinion. If you cannot test it or falsify it, it is just a statement upon which you should not rely, nor should you attach serious consequences to it. If an Aztec or Viking said, I think a deity X or deities X, Y, and Z will be pleased and bless my crops or let me win a battle if I ceremonially kill this person here, their untested and unfalsifiable opinions were given too much gravitas. Pembe Chakaika. Yep, the burden of proof falls on the person making the claim, not the person trying to disprove it. If the claim cannot be proven with evidence, the argument is invalid by default. Knight of 13. A falsifiable statement is one. So this one I didn't agree with, but I didn't want to argue with him about it. And I'm not going to put effort into that now also.